Semantics viewers, I'm your host Kay Mills and I have a sweet surprise for you guys. I have the pleasure of working one-on-one with the phenomenal pastry chef Celeste Broussard. So we're going to get our hands dirty, have a little fun, and maybe I might learn a new craft. So stick around and let's check it out. What's up, Semantics viewers? I'm your host, Kay Mills, and I have the distinguished pleasure of introducing Miss Celeste of Taste and See. How are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm very excited about today's project. Now, can you let us know, what exactly are we making today?
Today we are making German chocolate cupcakes with a coconut pecan frosting. It's a very traditional recipe, but it's a good idea for you guys to learn how to bake it from scratch so you can make some Valentine's Day themed cupcakes for your booze at home.
Now, I have a quick question. Sidebar. If I make this amazing cupcake, does that guarantee I will have a boo for Valentine's?
You know what? It increases your chances.
Okay, I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to learn. So let's get started. Walk me through the steps. How do we do this?
Okay, we are going to start out, I'm actually going to have you chop German chocolate. This is a bar of German chocolate, and you can just cut it up into little small pieces. I've got a bowl with a half a cup of water in it. I'm going to put it in the microwave and heat it up a little bit.
Awesome.
Okay. Okay.
I was trying to be like Top Chef because I do watch the Food Network, but it's not cutting as.
You know what? It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. You just kind of get it as good as you can. And I just heated up the water, so we're gonna put the German chocolate.
Are these pieces small?
Just a little bit finer. And the reason why we heated up this hot water, we're gonna put the German chocolate in the hot water and it's gonna melt the chocolate, and then we'll have a nice chocolate mixture to put into our cake. But you wanna do this first because it's gonna give the hot water a little bit of time to cool before you actually add it into the mix.
So I'm adding all my pieces, right?
And while you're doing that, I'm adding in 2 sticks of butter. We're actually gonna start the cake now. 2 sticks of butter into my mixer here. And I've got the paddle attachment. And we're gonna go through what we call a creaming process. We're gonna add the butter and the sugar together. And we're gonna get some air molecules mixed in there. The creaming process is really important, especially when you're baking from scratch. It'll make or break whether or not your cake is gonna be light, fluffy, dense, you know, so. Gonna cream my butter for a little bit. Medium-high speed. That's good. And now I'm gonna take my sugar. This is 2 cups of sugar here. We love the sugar. We're gonna put the sugar in with the butter. And just like that. And you know what? A good thing about using wax paper or foil, as I'm doing to pour my ingredients, measure my ingredients, is it makes the cleanup so easy. You don't have to wash the dishes afterwards. You just take this, toss it. I'm gonna take your rubber scraper. And now to my butter and sugar, I'm gonna add in 4 of my egg yolks. I've got 4 egg yolks here, and we're just gonna put it in the bowl with our creamed butter and sugar. And we're gonna let this mix for just a little bit. And please note, I did say egg yolks, not the whole egg. We've got the egg whites in a separate bowl, so we separated our eggs. Right now we're just doing the egg yolks. The egg whites are gonna go in at the very last minute before we put in the oven. Now we're gonna add our German chocolate mixture.
Okay.
And we just add all of this in. We'll get my rubber scraper, pull this up. Okay, and in goes our chocolate.
This is the good stuff.
It is the good stuff.
No calorie counting over here.
Girl. Chocolate, butter, sugar.
Right.
Girl. Okay, so we've got that. Now I'm gonna completely turn my mixer off.
Okay.
Bring my paddle out. And notice we haven't put any of the dry ingredients in here yet.
Okay.
You know what? If you want to sift the dry ingredients, we've got some baking. The dry ingredients are already in here. We've got some baking soda, some salt, and some cake flour in there. And we're just gonna sift that. And you know what? The more you sift your flour, actually, the better, because you're incorporating air into your flour. And again, everybody wants that light, nice, fluffy, airy cupcake or cake, you know. So just little tricks. That you can apply to just about any recipe. If you're doing vanilla, same thing. Sift your flour more than once. Whip your egg whites, put them in last.
Man, what have I been doing before now?
Yes, 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 yes. And I'm actually gonna turn the mixer off. And I'm going to fold the dry ingredients into the wet. And folding is a technique. You're not like stirring it. You're actually gonna take your batter from the side, cut through the middle, and just go around.
Okay.
Okay, and so we're gonna start folding our dry ingredients right into here.
And this wax paper is the truth.
It is the truth. Girl, don't you see this clean up? Okay. You wanna try folding it?
Sure. Go around and cut through the middle.
You know what? While you're doing that, I'm going to whip our egg whites.
Wait a minute. Am I doing the manual labor, the hard labor, and you're with me?
You know, yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything.
It's okay, it's okay.
Okay, so I'm whipping egg whites here. These are just regular egg whites, and they're gonna get a little foamy. Keep whipping. And you can add in your buttermilk.
All right. Adding buttermilk.
And fold it again.
Is this one of your specialties over at Taste and See?
You know what? It is. A lot of people like the German chocolate cake. It's not an everyday flavor, you know, like chocolate vanilla.
Right.
People like a little bit of difference in their cake diet. Okay, let me get in there real quick.
Let me see.
And you just fold the ingredients just until it's mixed. You don't have to. A lot of people overmix the batter, never overmix the batter. And now we're gonna add in our foamy egg whites. So I'm just gonna take this and dump it all in there, and I'm gonna very, very gently fold it in.
Okay.
Okay, let me put this on the sink. All right.
Can't wait to taste and see.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
How'd you come up with the name Taste and See? I thought that was very clever.
Taste and See. You know what? I had gone through some different business names before. Some that were pretty creative. Some that some people had suggested to me, like Upper Crust. I thought that was cute, but I wanted to stay within the walls of my Christianity. And so me and my mother were singing this gospel song one day, oh, taste and see that he's good. And then she looked at me and she was like, taste and see. And I was like, taste and see.
That's it.
And so that's what we ended up naming it. And it's been that way ever since. I just love it. I love being able to revert back to my Christian ways. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Okay, Celeste, so we filled our cupcake tins. Yours are looking better than mine, but that's okay. We can switch. We've preheated our oven to 350 degrees, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now what's next for these bad boys?
Next for these bad boys, the real German chocolate bad boys.
Real ones.
They're going right into the oven.
So let's get it.
About 20 minutes and they'll be done.
No, but can we seriously switch? Because I think yours is going to come out
You
better
know
than
what?
mine.
When they get done baking, you won't be able to tell who's this who's.
I'm going to taste and see. So Celeste, can you tell me exactly when you fell in love with baking or your story leading up into you choosing your profession?
I found that when you start with chicken, you'll end with chicken. If you start with pork, you'll end with pork. However, with baking and pastry, I can start with butter, flour, sugar, whatever else, and turn it into whatever I want it to be. I can make somebody's face, I can make a bed of flour rolls, just whatever. And I found this creativity of freedom, something I really enjoyed.
I can tell you definitely light up when you talk about baking, so it's obviously a passion for you. But for you, like, how do you define your success? Is there a particular moment or something that happens that reminds you of your success?
You know what? Normally, I feel the most successful when I can't feel my toes anymore. When I just am deadbeat tired, have been working all day, and I can take a step back and see all that's been accomplished, and when I feel productive, that's when I feel successful.
Can you just tell me one thing that sets Celeste apart? I mean, I already can see that you're likable. I love you already. I can see that you put God first, even in the title or, you know, your brand. Taste and See. I thought that was very clever.
Thank you.
But what sets you apart from the millions of other aspiring bakers?
Above all else, I would probably have to say the God that I serve sets me apart, because I can honestly take a step back, look at my product, and I may be proud of it at times, but I am doing nothing that hasn't been done before or that won't ever be done again. So it's just the favor that He's shown me based off of the obedience that I've stayed committed to through the years. I feel as though me having a heart to serve God sets me apart from other people in the industry.
Now I hear your service is taking you to higher heights and taking you overseas actually. Can you let us know, excuse me, a little bit about your journey and where that's taking you?
Yes, oh my gosh. So I've been accepted to ENSP in Yes and Go, France, in southern France. I'm so excited about
I see. Congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm gonna go over there, learn as much as I can. The one thing I love about France is that they offer such a unique and innovative touch on pastries, and they're doing things that have never been done before. And I just feel like I'm so drawn to it, drawn to the culture that they have, that they express through food, and I'm just excited. I can't wait.
I can tell you're excited because I'm excited just sitting next to you. I'm feeling the excitement too. And for our viewers who don't know exactly what program, that's a world-renowned program, and you will be, because we're speaking it into fruition.
Amen.
You will be the first African American female graduate. So shout you out, girl. Doing it big. Much success to you. Our love and prayers follow you, and I can just tell from now you are just going to be extremely successful. You're very likable, and I can tell you're passionate about what you do, so that's pretty much all you need, of course, to stay successful. Okay, Celeste. It's smelling too good. It's been about 20 minutes. Can we please check on these cupcakes?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, I'm gonna grab a toothpick. So we're gonna go into the oven and test our cupcakes, see if they're done yet. And a good way to see is what we call a toothpick test, and you just kind of dip your toothpick in there, and if it comes out clean, then it's done.
Clean.
So we are good.
Perfect. I don't know if I can handle it anymore. Smelling this is like torture.
Girl, yes. Yes. Ugh. My dad used to love coming home to cupcakes that he couldn't eat, but he could smell them.
Oh no. Favorite part? What's your favorite part of this?
My favorite part is decorating.
Okay.
I love
I am
decorating.
excited.
last step, of course, before we indulge in these sweets, find a boo, give it to them, girl.
A boo, a friend, family member, anybody. We're
They
giving
make
love.
great gifts.
Okay, making great gifts right from our own kitchens. We're about that, right?
We're about that life.
We're about that life for sure. Well, Celeste, I have to say thank you so much for teaching me my new talent that I didn't even know I had. I discovered a new talent today.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your time and spending time with us here on Semantics. Before we let you go,
Yes, ma'am.
where can we keep up with you?
You can follow me on Twitter at BlessedPureHoly. You can go to my website, www.otastec.com. Or you can email me at celeste.broussard@yahoo.com.
Well, I'm definitely going to keep you in my back pocket.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, remember on Semantics, it's not what you say, but how you say it.
It's not what you bake, it's how you bake it.
And eat it.
And eat it.
Hold on.
Wait. Hold on.
Wait. Let me put some cupcakes in it. Oh,
Strawberry.
fancy.
Carrot.
German chocolate.
Pineapple. Apple. Peach.
Chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip. White chocolate.
Yes,
Dutch.
Dark chocolate. Triple chocolate.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter, jelly time.
Peanut butter. Peanut butter.
With chocolate. I didn't know you were this talented.
Yeah, me either. You just so random. I thought I had random friends before until
Until today.
today.
Butterfly. No.
Dude called me.
You were doing it at
talking about ninjas.
This one.
Sean, stop.